Welcome to this YouTube channel. I'm going to do a question on intersection of a cone and a cylinder. So the question requires to copy the views used and complete the front elevation and also complete the plan. So if you are new here, kindly subscribe. If you are a returning subscriber, I say thank you. So let's start. I have copied the views the way they were, and the first thing after copying the views, draw a semicircle at the cylinder on the front view, and the same draw the cylinder at the semicircle and the plan. Subdivide that semicircle into 6 parts, label them the way I've done. On the plan is 0, 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1, 0. On the front view, 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So after that, let's now project lines from each of these points on the plan to this slanting point. So we can do that, draw all the lines. And also on the plan, so I can erase the lines I don't want, so I can erase those. So now what we do, these points here, we can again label them. So this is 3, so generate from 3. This is 2. Now from each of those points, 3, 2, 1, these points, project lines. Let's project. So we can start with 3, project lines to the plan, and note where this line intersects with the center line. Draw a circle using the center of a circle. Draw a circle to this point where the line from 3 intersects. Draw that circle, and because I want to do it at once, so mark where line 3 on the plan intersects with our circle. So it it intersects there, so I can mark. So do the same, that was 3. Now pick, drop a perpendicular from point 2 on the front elevation. Then draw a circle to that point. So where this line intersects with the number 2, so we have these 2 at the top and we have these 2 at the bottom, this line 2, mark. So remember, this is number 3, this for 2. So again we drop a perpendicular from this number 1 to the center. And we draw a circle. So that is for number 1. And also this number 1 at there. So draw a circle from the main center to this line 0. So again look where that circle intersects with line 0 and mark there. So we are done halfway, and that's from the top. So if you have this figure and look from the top part is visible. So now we are going to join those points using visible marks. So the outline, let me take that again. So now let's continue. Now the bottom part, that's for 1 dash. Drop a perpendicular from 1 dash to the center. And we draw a circle. So that's point 1. Also mark where it intersects with the point 1. So that's our point 2. I don't know if it's visible there. Up to there. So number 2 is this. And this number 2, that point. Then now finally from point 3, So mark for line 3, which is at the center. So now this is the bottom part of our plan, and the curve at the bottom you are not going to see it. So what we do, we will now join using a broken line or the hidden view. So I'm using the hidden view. So the one in red is the hidden view. So we draw the broken line or the dashes. So now with that, we have completed the plan. So one more thing is to draw this point. So with that, we have completed the plan. Now let's complete the front elevation, or basically let's find the curve of intersection. So what we do, from each of these intersection, these points on the plan where we've completed the plan, from each of those points, draw a perpendicular line to front elevation. Like now, this from number 3. This from number 3 on top. Remember, we have the top and we have the bottom. So that number 3, you can draw it like that. So where it intersects this number 3, so you can see we have only one number 3 at the plan. So where it intersects with number 3, they intersect there, and also intersects number 3 at this point. Now next, join the other numbers. So this is from, that's number, we've done number 3. So let's look for number 1, number 2, sorry. That's for number 2. That's for number 1. And finally for 0. For 0, that's for 0. And also we have number 1 on the plan. So now the plan, this is from number 1. So number 1 is this one. Intersects number 1, that point you mark. So another one from number 2. So number 2. That's number 2. Be sure to follow the lines as they emanate from the plan to front elevation. So now this is the one for number 1. I think I missed it. This is the line for number 1. So this number 1 here, let me move. to the one from number 1 here. That's number 1. Just a moment. So this is number 1, and that's our number 1. Yes, so let's now remove this point from there. Remove it here. Can make it a little bit smaller. It's okay. So that's for number 1. Now let's look for the one for number 2. This is number 2. So we have number 2 there. So that's number 2 at the bottom. So we can use this number 2 at the bottom. So, and again we have number 2 at the top. This is number 2 at the top. So that's number 2 at the top. Can follow it. So this. So if you look at number 0, this line is 0. So at this point 0. So it's meeting at the center here. We'll draw, we'll mark at the center. So I don't know this one no, that one is misplaced. So, and if you look at number 3, we have this number 3, we have one number 3 here. We have a line from this number 3 perpendicular upward. So you draw where number 3 intersects this point. And this number 3 is from this number 3 here. So another number 3 at the top there. So basically we have this here number 1 at the bottom. Number 1 at the bottom is this one. Follow it upward and mark where it intersects with number 1. So basically once you are done marking those points, remember each of these points at the plan, transfer them to front view. So once you're done, join those curves with an arc, smooth curve. So with that, we have completed the plan. So there we have the curve of intersection. And here we have the complete plan. You can practice that, and if you have any challenges, kindly comment below. Thank you, and see you in the next video.